Yo, what up, what up? Welcome back. I'm your host, B. Wright, co-host,
J Bell.
and this is Final Thoughts. Today's topic, therapist loses job because of TikTok. Let's check it out.
When bitches are telling y'all to go to therapy, it's not for us, it's for y'all sad motherfuckers. Y'all told bitches to elevate our standards. And at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got axed because y'all didn't elevate either. Shit you not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. And I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment. All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no fucking emotional skills. Instead of being accountable like, hey, this bitch see me, I stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted Massa. This article was written by a fucking black woman, putting my full government and my place of employment. So being doxxed by a black woman can't fake, kinda fucking hurts, and she never once reached out to me or contacted me so I could spend my side of the story. I want you guys to understand that you didn't just hurt me. Yeah, I may have lost my employment, but all of the clients that I've had that I've spent 5 years with establishing therapeutic rapport now no longer have a therapist. While you guys did this shit for clicks and views, my clients lost a support system.
Here we are. I think she might have made a mistake. She might regret that.
You think?
I immediately regret this decision.
She might have made it.
Not sure. She might have messed up on this.
What gave you that idea?
It might have been the tears.
Oh, let me taste your tears, Scott. Your tears are so yummy and sweet.
Or maybe the fact that she lost her damn job.
She cried about it. That's what it really is. You can get fired, but don't cry about it though.
So let's dig into the meat of it. So yeah.
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 You're a therapist, and your clientele is largely black men, and you decide, for some wonderful reason, to go on to, like, I don't know, the most popular social media app right now, TikTok, and denigrate black men, and you don't think that there wasn't going to be any repercussions for that?
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You're a fool for that.
What were you thinking? What were you thinking? Because, like, you just listening to a girl like, is that my therapist?
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Imagine that.
Boy, I feel played.
Imagine that.
I feel
Imagine being one of those men. Like seeing your therapist go off about black men.
Yeah.
It's like,
man, she came in that thing.
is she talking about me? I told her this in confidence.
I'm feeling a little vulnerable right now, so you just need to chill out.
I'm not sure she's talking about me, but it feels like she is.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I ain't happy about it.
Right. Who would be? How would you feel about that?
Right, because the whole point of a therapist and anyone that works in that kind of capacity is confidentiality.
Yes.
You know, and what if I said that this person was my therapist?
I knew it!
And she got doxxed, as she said, which
Yeah.
she didn't. It's just
Not
your government
actually.
name. That's not what that's considered.
You're a therapist, so your government name is available.
Yeah, you're probably
And where you work.
should be on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
What are you?
What?
All right.
Anyway, beyond all that,
Yeah.
it's really stupid to me. But I don't know why people feel like they should be able to go on social media sites, say whatever they want, and then be able to keep whatever job they have, because their job should just be okay with that. Like, That's not how business works.
No.
When you work for a company, you're representing a brand. So
Protect the brand.
whenever company sees that, if they see that you are saying something that might be a little,
It's not going, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going, nah, it ain't going to work.
this doesn't represent us.
Right.
It is well within their rights to fire you.
Yep. And guess what they did?
What did they do? Tell me.
You were fired.
You're fired.
Who knew?
Now go back on TikTok and talk about how you got fired. And guess what she did?
That.
She went back on
That's what she
TikTok and talked about how she got fired.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. And she was really legitimately surprised about it. And I don't even have an issue with like I don't have an issue with like
Surprise Pikachu face.
got a problem? Fired. Gets fired. No. And I don't even have an issue with like the vulgarity and nothing like that. That's fine to me, but I'm like, at the same time, if I was your client and I'm a black man and I come to you with my issues and I see you on TikTok saying all of this stuff, I might feel like you're referring to me. And I'm going to feel a way about that.
Yeah.
So it'll be in my best interest to be like, yo, hey, I don't know who you think this chick is. She wildin'. Y'all need to get her out of there. You need me to send you the video? I'll send you the video. She on TikTok.
You look like that meme with your boy who be on
Who be angry with that face
He just completely disappointed.
in whatever situation is happening. Whatever's happening.
You watching the video and you look like your boy, you be like, I know damn well. I know damn well.
I know like hell. And she ain't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So I'm not even mad about like her losing her job or people notifying her place of employment, because that's the risk you take as a content creator. Like, either you better be on your P's and Q's or you should just stay off of the internet.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That wasn't the place for that. Like, your profession, that's not something you should have been talking about, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not like you were just,
Yeah.
a person that streams on, what's that app? Twitch. And you just decided to, like, talk about that. Like, nobody would care because you're not a licensed therapist.
Yeah. Yeah.
You taking the approach that you took, calling women bitches and hoes and all this kind of stuff. Like, really? This at no point common sense didn't hit you.
I was actually okay with that. I liked it. It was refreshing.
That is a refreshing change of pace.
Yeah.
Say curse words. I like it. It doesn't.
Yeah, I like it too. Oh man, this guy.
You a weirdo.
This
Curse one
gotta
more time.
watch this guy.
Curse one more time. You just got to be more careful with that. That's all. Like, you can't be disparaging 90% of your clientele. That's the stupid part. Like,
Yeah.
why would you do that?
It's your bag, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's crazy.
If I'm Korean and I have my shop is in the hood, I'm not gonna be calling all of my customers the N-word because my shop is in the hood and I need for them to come and shop. Why would I sabotage myself like that?
What would you be calling them? Like Nigerians?
N-word? What N-word you talking about?
Not N-word.
Bitch, you know how many words start with N?
What's the N-word?
Yeah, Nigerians. Sure.
Oh.
Do they not like?
I mean, Nigerians be scamming, I think. Wow. So that maybe that's because... No, wait, hold up.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Hey, I'm not trying to lose my job But they do have a lot of
his place of employment.
Don't. I'm a licensed therapist. Call the same people that y'all call for.
There you go. They'll get it done. Clearly. Clearly. Whoever.
And then I'm gonna get fired and need therapy, and I'm gonna go see your girl.
Because it's all part of the plan.
Y'all did this to me. They tried to kill my wife.
They tried to kill my wife!
I'm like,
You've been quoting Denzel all day.
oh, if y'all,
That's one of those things.
y'all ain't picking up.
Yeah, I will. Y'all pick it up. Now, she's asking for a whole lot, I think. It's just like, without accepting the responsibility of what she's saying. It's just like, you can't disparage all of these people who are your clientele and then expect for your job to keep you on their payroll.
To service
Those
90% of
You serious?
the people that's paying you and the company to do your job. Like,
that's so much. You actually looked up the article that she was
yeah,
referencing,
man.
right?
So like, it's been going around the internet, and trust me, it's been a lot of black women that I've seen sharing it.
I've seen it too.
And it's pretty much like, well, men are lonelier than ever, and and the men don't like it, boys don't like it,
Yeah.
or because women's standards have increased, and that's why men are lonely. And it's like, well, no, that's not what the article is actually saying. It's kind of crazy. Like, you know how clickbait work, right? You see an interesting thing and you click it because it's something you agree with or whatever, and you are interested in. Boom. That's what I felt like that article's title kind of was for a lot of black women. It's like, our standards have increased. And they're thinking like, well, we degreed up, we got money, we getting this, we getting that, blah, blah, blah. And the article is not even addressing those kind of situations. You hear women talking about how a man want me to submit, like, girl in the
She said it.
yeah.
She said it. Yeah.
How you want us to submit and you can't provide this, that, all of
Nothing
that.
to submit to.
Yeah, it's nothing to submit to.
Why did he do that? Why did he? Nah, man.
Yeah, so and it's like, well, okay, did you read the article? Like, they're talking about women's standards increased in a sense that they don't want men who don't share the same values with them, who aren't good communicators, who are emotionally unavailable. That's the standards they were talking about. This has nothing to do with submission or like financial situations, if they got like a degree or anything like that. Like, it really didn't talk about that. And it's like crazy because you're sharing this and you didn't even read the fucking article.
Watch the sass, Captain Sassy Pants.
That happens a lot. It's not surprising because that's what
Confirmation bias.
That's what clickbait is for. You see the headline and you go, I knew it, and you share it, but you don't read anything past the headline. And if you don't read anything past the headline, it's so weird that people don't, but nobody does really. Because when you really dig into articles past the headline, they usually break down exactly what they mean and what they're talking about. And a lot of times, it's not what the headline says. It's deeper, it's more complex than that. It might not even be that at all. It might be the opposite of it, depending on what site you're looking at. But that's why it's so important to read the article, because the headline is just to get you to the article. Right. The problem is a lot of people don't go past looking at the article.
And we've actually done that before, like where we, like our previous video where Martin Luther King isn't great, or is not great, and it's like, well, oh my goodness, they think that he isn't great.
Gotcha, bitch.
And it's like, well, you listen to
actually
it,
watch the video.
yeah, you'll find that we're talking about something completely different than what you thought. So it's to bring in viewership, it's to bring in clicks and all that kind of stuff, and people fall for it all the time. And I think that this is what women seen that headline and was just like, confirmation bias complete.
Mission complete.
Exactly. No need to read it.
Why would I do that?
No,
it's
no
an
need to
article.
read it. Yeah, it's not there to be read.
Written in English.
We read
that
the
I can
headline,
understand,
and that's all. As long as we're good with that,
yeah,
that's all
like
we need.
the article even brought up something to the effect of there's more men that are on dating apps than there are women. There's 62% of men that are on dating apps. So naturally, you're not going to find someone because there's not enough women available on the apps to find.
Right.
And then you have to deal with the fact that you might find somebody and then y'all might not vibe, and that's just, now you're back to being lonely and all of that kind of stuff.
Square one.
But this been around.
Yeah, this is
not new.
This isn't new at all. And a lot of the issues that they brought up in the article was just like, well, this is a tale as old as time. Women are looking for men who are emotionally available. This isn't new.
Yeah.
This isn't, I'm not even sure why this is here as a reason why men today are lonely. Because this is the reason why men yesterday were lonely too. Like this hasn't changed. Now to me, it makes more sense if we were talking about technology and our society today, as far as most people not really going outside to meet people, or the convenience that technology brings to us, to where we really don't even have to leave the house to get our basic needs met.
Right.
So we don't really go outside. We don't really have like how we used to have to go out to meet people to get things done in our day. We don't have to do that anymore. And so with that, a lot of people are going to be a lot more lonely now, because you can work from home. You don't have to go out to see your coworkers. You don't have to do that. You do that at home.
Virtually.
Right. So if anything, technology has more to do with why people in general are more lonely than anything else in my mind, because the convenience has just made it so easy not to see another person.
Yeah. You have all of what you need, well, most of what you need at home. You have the internet, you have, air conditioning, a heater, whatever, TV, shows, and food, and all of this kind of stuff. And we no longer have that sense of community that we had way back then before cell phones.
Absolutely.
Because you go out, you'll see everybody at a table like this.
Yes.
Not
too many people are having conversations.
Or,
taking pictures of their food or whatnot.
Yeah, you'll see all of that.
Yeah.
But way back then, everybody was playing around. We riding bikes together. We playing football, basketball, jump rope, all that kind of stuff.
You knew your neighbor's neighbor.
Yeah,
all of that.
Yeah, it's no longer like that. So that does play a part in why people in general, not just men, but people in general are lonely. And to circle back to what we were saying, that this is not new. Incel culture has been around for how long?
Yeah.
This isn't a 2022 thing or a pandemic thing. They've been around.
Yes. Incels have been around well before the pandemic even happened.
Right.
So
it's crazy. And another thing that I want to bring up before we close out was that women talk about men who they want to be emotionally available, right? But they hold us to impossible standards. They want this tough guy, a Ray Harry type man.
Yes.
But
a man of men.
Yeah, man of men, and they want him to be soft and so delicate with them, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. This is not a love story. hardly any men fit in both of those realms and can balance that shit perfectly.
Yeah.
Get the, you know, like, stop this. This is madness.
Wild. That's wild.
You know, like, and we still have to deal with when we are trying to be soft. You might call me soft or a little bitch.
Language.
Feminine or whatnot.
Feminine. Yeah. Because they love doing that.
That's part of the game too.
Ooh, boy, they love to emasculate. and but y'all raised us. Because let you tell it, the dad wasn't around. He was dead beating all this. Y'all raised us to be this way. So now y'all hate what y'all raised. Interesting.
I'm just saying.
I did think about that too. Like, some women are turning men into their best friends that they would never date.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
It's wild. It's wild. And they wonder why we have, like, emotional issues. Why we can't let the wall down. Because we gotta always remain this pillar of strength in your eyes. Because you're gonna call me soft. And no man I know who looks at himself as the pillar wants to be called soft.
Bro.
Or a little bitch by his own woman.
True that. So, my final thoughts on this subject is, accountability is a mug. But this young lady has to own up to the situation that she's put herself in. Like, all of the tears or whatnot is, I can understand that you're sad, but this is the bed that you have created. And any job is well within their right to fire you if they don't think that you are representing their brand. End of discussion, really, after that. Especially if you're on social media. Like, come on.
Come on, son.
Like, this is simple. This is easy. So this isn't really not really much more to say beyond that in her situation. It's like she kind of brought this on herself. So, but what you said kind of sparked a memory in me of watching Futurama, and I think I told you about a episode where Leela. No, not Rick and Morty. But the episode where Leela was complaining about Fry, the guy who wanted to date her, and she said she went up to one of the other characters and she said that I love his boyish charm, but I hate his childishness. And it came off, it was a joke, right? But that is kind of the situation where we find ourselves with women, with certain women, because you love our boyish charm, but you hate our childishness. And y'all don't realize that these two things are a package deal. So you can't have a man who is the man of men, right? But also you want him to be soft and supple and gentle when the time comes for it, right? There may be one of 10 million men who can fit into that category. But most men, if you change one thing about them, that changes the other. You don't get to have a man who has boyish charm who doesn't act a little bit childish. You don't get to separate those things because they come as a package deal. If you want your man to be this way, this man of men, then understand that that's going to come with a loss of his emotional intelligence when it comes to you. That's kind of how it goes. You don't really get to have a man who is super tough, but I need to be soft and gentle right now because I'm in touch with my feminine side. That guy isn't really out there like that, you know. So just being realistic with your own standards is important in that. But that's my final thoughts. What you got? What's yours?
My final thoughts is that we gotta stop being so unrealistic. Like, seriously, we have to stop being so unrealistic. Okay, cool. There's 62% of men that's on apps and all of that kind of stuff. So that kind of like flips the tables, because all I hear is that, oh, you know, women outnumber us, but on those apps, seems like men do. So women can be more selective, right? The problem is that, what's the criteria? What, you know, we get on the internet and we're influenced by all of these other people who's saying like, well, you know, he gotta be 6'2" and he gotta be, you know, a 6-figure man and all this kind of stuff like that. Whether in an app or in real life, what the fuck is wrong with somebody that's not making that can treat you right? Like, would you consider right? I don't feel like nothing should be wrong with that. And I think that when I see women share articles like that, like this one, they think that everything that they require should be met, or everything that they want, they should be granted, they should get. And and this is my personal thoughts, you never get 100% of what you want.
Oh, he got bars.
You never get 100% of what you want. You get most. You can get most. 100%? Because let's say you do get 100% of what you want. Guess what? There's another person in this equation that also needs to get something out of you. And more than likely, you might not fit the bill for them. And it's crazy. And that's just how dating is. And I don't understand this whole influx of thought between women where they just have to feel that like they're superior. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe it's just the internet again influencing me. But I know what I fucking see and interpret.
Maybe.
Yeah. But, you know, I'll leave that to y'all to do and deal with. And I wish y'all luck out in this dating world, because it is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a little rough.
It's crazy, y'all. It's a little extra. But thank y'all for listening to our ramblings once again. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below. We see y'all. Appreciate the likes that we've been given so far.
Yeah, we're over 150.
We doing pretty good, y'all. Because of y'all, appreciate it. So maybe we're doing something right after all. But
maybe.
I'm your host, B. Ryder. It's my co-host,
J. Bell.
This has been
Final Thoughts.